Thank you, and thank you for holding this hearing today. And this is an issue that I've always been particularly interested in on this committee. How do we find innovative ways to help transition research findings into new products and services? And one of the programs that I've championed over the years is the National Science Foundation's Innovation Corps, commonly known as I-Corps. The training program gives researchers experience in customer discovery and fosters skills needed to transition research into the commercial sector. I noted that Dr. Cheatham in his written testimony talks about the value of entrepreneur training. Additionally, Ms. Wong mentions in her written testimony a need for the DOE to pilot, evaluate, and scale innovative ideas, and highlighted the Department of Energy's version of I-Corps as a success. The independent evaluation Ms. Wong referred to states findings suggest Energy I-Corps has very high potential to increase the commercialization of trained PI's lab technologies. So I believe that this program, Energy I-Corps, is ripe for an explicit congressional authorization and expansion. And next week, I'm going to be introducing the Energy Innovation Corps Act to do just that. I look forward to continue to work with this committee on this and hope to see this bill move forward, along with other important energy tech transfer legislation. So I wanted to start my questions by asking Dr. Cheatham. You described Energy I-Corps as a centerpiece of national laboratory efforts to expose researchers to entrepreneurial training. Can you share a national lab perspective on how this program has been helpful to your employees' professional development and their success in transitioning research into products and services? Dr. Cheatham?
Thank you very much for the question. And this is an important topic. As you well know, the Energy I-Corps version at DOE is slightly different because of the difference in the requirements, but fundamentally the same as the I-Corps version that came out of NSF. We use it at the laboratories to train, as you mentioned, our researchers. Let me just give one example that explains this a little bit better. Around Energy I-Corps, we at Pacific Northwest National Labs have built what we call a pre-I-Corps session, where we bring in a larger number of pairs of researchers to get them interested. It's really a recruiting technique to see who can go through the whole of the program. And so the first time we did that last year, I said at the beginning, it was kind of tentative. At the end of it, which is only about a week and a half or 2 weeks later, the amazing changes that had come in those researchers, because they had made their calls to companies to find out where their technology could work and where it couldn't. Every one of those had a story to tell about how they were going to change the research in their labs when they got back to that after this, because they had learned things that just didn't occur to them from their scientific principles. But the market voice in that has really helped them. And so, as I said in the testimony, we see an increase in the quality of research because of those kinds of experience. So we're doing everything we can to promote them.
Thank you. Dr. Reichert, you also indicated in your written testimony that you would applaud the expansion of support for I-Corps. Can you describe the value of this program to your members?
So the I-Corps program is a wonderful opportunity for laboratory-based potential entrepreneurs to get exposure to both the concept of entrepreneurship as well as potential customers. And one of the best things about the I-Corps program that I truly support is the customer discovery focus. In I-Corps, there are many customer discovery calls, and this is really critical to potential entrepreneurs understanding that in order to develop a product, a technology that's coming out of a laboratory, you need to have a market, and that market needs to be well qualified. And this tends to get early stage companies and early stage potential entrepreneurs off to a strong start when they have that customer discovery research at their backs.
Thank you. And I see I'm out of time. I'm going to enter some other questions, enter those into the record and for responses from the other witnesses. But I'd appreciate my colleagues' support. I'd like them to take a look at the Energy Innovation Corps Act when I introduce that next week. and would appreciate your support on it. With that, thank the chairwoman. I yield back.